Hi guys, Joseph Valente here. Some call me JV for short. And today, I want to add real value in 2021 to my following, to my community, to my connections. And I think the way that I can add most value to people right now and to do something that nobody else is currently doing, and that is to talk about failure. It's okay to talk about success and achievement and brag about how well you're doing. God knows I promote the hell out of what I've done, delivered, and the achievements I've had, because that's what you should also do. But I also experienced in the beginning of 2020, a horrendous, catastrophic failure in having to exit my business and break it up and sell parts of it and shut down parts of it. It was a real horrible time, a real terrible time, especially for me being in the limelight, having all eyes on me, apprentice winner, being slated in the press and everything else, without people really knowing and understanding what happened and why it happened and so on. But I don't have to come out and justify myself. But what I can do off the back of that, which I feel now is extremely valuable, is to talk about my experience in failure, and to talk about my experience from reaching, national business status and then crashing down to the bottom at the beginning of 2020, and what that felt like, how much it hurt me, the emotions and depression and things that I went through, and the demons I had to overcome to rebuild. 12 months on, I've now built a new business, a 7-figure business, and I'm back in a much stronger place. So I do feel a lot more comfortable talking about it now, because I've proven again that I can deliver huge success in a very short period of time during a pandemic, in only 10 months, building a new business with 14 jobs and 7 figures in sales and so on. So I feel like I am at peace with that failure now. I feel like I'm in a place where actually I should start talking about it, because when my business was crashing to the floor and when I was out of it and back on day one, square one, I remember thinking, wow, this is... And I had a great mentor actually at the time, a guy called Adam Stott, who actually was there for me when I needed him. He had experience in the area and he got me through a lot of it actually. So, massive thank you to him. But there wasn't many people online or videos or articles I could find where successful entrepreneurs that have a brand and have been in the limelight like myself are talking about when things really go wrong. And I feel like I need to do it for business owners right now, for entrepreneurs right now, to tell you that it's going to be okay, to tell you that failure isn't final, success isn't guaranteed, and failure isn't final, that you can bounce back, that you can reinvent yourself, that all of the lessons come in failure. That might be cliche, but it's true. That knowledge and experience is gained from those terrible times. It makes you stronger, it builds you up, it redefines your purpose. Okay, and also it can completely open up new doors into a new world. I'm in a completely different space right now in training and development and so on, and that's what I always wanted to do, and now I'm in it and it's working extremely well. So trusting in the universe that life has a plan for you and so on and so forth, because that is extremely important, and it is okay to fail. There are many businesses out right there right now that will be failing, okay, and you will be sitting there almost suicidal. I'm not going to pretend that, I didn't have times where I was in dark places when I was losing everything and worried about my reputation and being scared and not knowing what the future held and being embarrassed and, upset and all of that type of thing that comes with the association of failure. And it's very, very difficult to deal with. It's hard to come to terms with. I always felt like the golden boy that was always succeeding from the age of 22. I started my first business and it was just, it was spiraling, snowballing to success. And to have that reality check and come crashing back down to earth at the age of 30, I wasn't expecting it, but actually maybe it will eventually one day be the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't know. But what it does do for me now is give me the understanding of what success looks like, how to navigate failure and what failure looks like. And I am now a very well-rounded businessman, entrepreneur, and I've also proved that I can do it again. Okay, that in 10 months I can build 7 figures during a pandemic. Not many people can do that while battling with the demons, okay, while being locked down in an apartment for 4 months and so on and so forth, and having their name dragged through the dirt in the national press and so on. So it's been a challenging year. But, okay, in failure, once again, come your biggest lessons, new opportunities arise and doors open. And I want you to know that it is okay to fail. Business is a risk for everybody that's involved, okay? And when things go wrong, it's never done maliciously, or it shouldn't be, okay? There are people out there that do it that way, but that certainly wasn't my case. It was market circumstances and more. So, you've got to look at... You've got to look at drawing a line in the sand. You've got to look at allowing the water to flow under the bridge, closing that chapter of your life. It doesn't have to sit with you forever. You should be able to go on and close the door on that chapter, take the lessons from it and so on, and things will be okay. So we are doing a live today on Clubhouse at 6 o'clock that is going to talk about how, okay, I built a national company to 8 figures, the things that went wrong and why I ended up back to square one, and how I was able to build a 7-figure business in only 10 months of the previous thing happening, and what that looks like, and making sure that I am here to support you, help and guide you around failure, and let you know that it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to get support, and this isn't the end for you, it's just the beginning. If your business is on the floor right now, if you're scared about your future income, if you don't know what to do next, then I promise you that this is the session that you need to listen to. And please reach out to me. I felt extremely lonely when my empire was crumbling, and a good team of people stayed around me, but many disappeared. Many disappeared. All of the people that were with me on the way up, Joe the apprentice winner, Joe the success story, we want to be around you, we want to be with you, we want to latch on to you, we want to ride your wave and all of that type of thing. But the reality is they weren't there when things went wrong. Okay, they weren't there on the way back down. And I've noticed people coming back now that I'm on the way back up, and so on and so forth. So it was very, very lonely. A lot of people distance themselves from me. You see yourself as a failure and so on and so forth. They don't want to be associated, but they want it when you're a success. But when you've done something, you failed, okay, and it hasn't worked out, then they remove themselves. But the reality is, okay, you will never ever keep a good man or woman down, okay? And true entrepreneurs dust themselves off, they get back up, they live to fight another day, and they come back with vengeance, okay? I am back with a vengeance, and you can too. So reach out to me, send me a message. I'm here to support you and help you, and I'll do whatever I can. So Clubhouse, 6 p.m. tonight, I'm talking about how to build 8 figures, losing it all, and then restarting again to build 7 figures in such a short period of time. Take care, guys. Make sure you join Clubhouse. Make sure you like this post, comment below, subscribe if it's YouTube, and so on. Thank you.